Hey, welcome to the show. It is Thursday morning. Thursday. What's going on, bro?
Well, in college, Thursday was the start of the weekend.
Yes, well,
So,
for me, Wednesday, but
Dang, you was going hard Monday and Tuesday.
Tuesday was my rest day, so
So you went to class how many days a week?
I was there.
Yeah, but if your week, wow, okay, all right. Well,
I was
those that
running
can.
on steam, bro.
Yeah.
I was running on steam.
And what else?
Go Bulls.
But yeah, nah, man. I keep telling these folks, for everybody that's been along this journey with us, that things are starting to pick up, and we gonna be somewhere else this weekend. I ain't gonna give too many clues, but we out here in these streets. Believe that.
Yeah.
Please believe that.
This will be the third weekend in a row. We out. So catch our stream live on YouTube. We're gonna send a link out, or we'll post a link hopefully on IG and on Facebook. So you'll be able to get the link. But if you subscribe, you'll get the notification when we go live.
I feel a charge coming. I feel something brewing deep down in my neck. You know what? All right.
We'll be right back. I don't know it.
Introduce you to the greatest combat sports show bar none. You are now in the Beatdown.
You wanna get beat down?
Let us now introduce you to your host, the Badger, and Brew.
Hey.
Yep.
I'm Brew. This is the Badger. In case you were wondering, we got some boxing. We got some good fights coming up this weekend. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And as a matter of fact, I feel something brewing. And down here. We ain't gonna talk about it right now. It might just be an itch. Bro, we do got some boxing going on down in Fort Lauderdale, Fort Lickerdale, Broward County, 954.
Right.
All that. At the Hard Rock. It was Adrian Broner.
Was.
But what had happened was. My dog was like, look, man, I need to take a break from all this.
Break?
Yeah, break implies that you were doing something consistently and then you stop.
But you weren't.
Anyway, so we got Sergey Lipinets stepping in to fight Figueroa.
This ought to be good, man.
This is going to be
This ought
good.
to be good.
This is
ought
gonna
to
be
really good. I'm looking forward to this. Even though it's the last minute, I'm looking forward to this.
Well, we was talking about it before the cameras came on, bro. Lipinets is one of those guys that you kind of always be excited to see in the fight.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
comes to fight.
And he's good.
Yeah.
If you go in there bullshitting, then he might not beat you, but you're going to be like, man, I ain't intend to stay in there that long.
No.
Yeah, this felt like work.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I need to take a break. Yeah, because he's that kind of fighter, right? So I'm looking forward to it, bro. I really was looking forward to see AB, but like I said, things happen. So they'll have something going on in South Florida. It ain't going to be as big as it was if AB would have been there, but they'll have something going on.
Wow. Yeah. It's going to be a party because they create a reason for a party down there.
And it's just a lot to do. And it's always a lot of people moving around. So they'll be all right. I mean, I think, and it's at Hard Rock.
Yeah.
You know, the Hard Rock here stay packed, so you can only imagine what the one like down there is.
Yes.
So,
yes.
all good.
It's gonna be good. Listen, but then we got the big one. Isn't it across the pond?
Yeah, I was gonna hold off on that one, but let's
Okay, no,
let's
go
jump
somewhere
right in.
else.
Well, because San Diego been busy.
What's going on in San Diego?
Well, never ready.
Never.
Against
Top rank.
Yeah. The top Uncle Bob and them.
Yeah.
Uncle Bob and them. Navarrete gets biased, bro. I feel like I'm off here, but I thought Navarrete had more than one loss. Never Ready only has one loss.
That's it.
That's what BoxRec said.
We need to check box.
No, seriously, I looked down, and that loss was a long time ago.
I thought he lost recently.
Me too. And I feel like I'm tripping, but it was not on BoxRec.
Wow. I thought he lost.
Because I want to say he
on
got
TV.
stopped, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Bro, BoxRec, I don't know. And for the record, it's a lot of greenery out here.
Oh, here we go.
And, you know, float.
Really, we're going with this.
Float on.
We're going with this BS
But
again.
even with me floating, bruh, I can read. Well, that's my Florida
Shout out
public
to
school
the
education.
Neighborhood Watch Association.
Yeah, for keeping us honest back here. But yeah, Navarrete against Baez, regardless of whether I know that dude got stopped, bro. I am not tripping. But either way, him against Baez, yeah. Baez is, he's decent.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
knockout power. Navarrete, all the knockout power.
Yeah.
This is a showcase for Navarrete. I don't know how many tickets they're going to sell in San Diego. I mean, it's an all-Mexican event, so they should do something.
They should sell out.
But the UFC just left the weekend prior, right?
I don't think it's going to matter.
Okay.
There's a lot of money in San Diego.
Believe that. A lot of military. They like to drink and watch a good fight.
So
So,
it's not too far from Tijuana.
bro, why?
Why what? That's how
Anyway.
you say it. Tijuana.
So
Do you
the fight
wanna
the
go
fight
to
you
Tijuana?
want to talk about. Yeah, because you have other interests.
What, in Tijuana?
Usyk,
Oh.
Joshua,
Ooh, sick.
part
Duh.
deux.
Do you really think there's going to be a difference in this one than part on?
Man,
Exactly.
Usyk is really good. And the things he's really good at, Joshua
Is
is
not.
not. Yeah. He's fluid. And when I say fluid, I'm not talking about the crazy hair doing all the suspect things that he does. That's part of his whole antic, his whole
Right.
character. Or maybe it's just who he is. Them boys from the Ukraine, different.
A little bit.
Yeah,
they
they
built
different.
Yeah.
But yeah, bruh, I don't know. This is the thing about Joshua. If you find someone that you can align with his strengths, proper matchmaking. I'm saying that loosely because he's a great fighter. Well, not great. He's a good fighter.
Yes.
But bro, he's always seemed a bit robotic, a bit pre-programmed. He
Very
never
much.
really seemed like a guy
Very
that was
much.
just, I don't know, man. I
The
don't
only
know.
time he really didn't was in that second Ruiz fight. And I think because he realized he couldn't be. And Ruiz didn't show up to fight. So it made it a lot easier
That's
for
really
him
what
to
it
come
was.
out of his shell.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Ruiz, I don't know what that was, but yeah, he wasn't who he should have been.
Listen, if Fury stays retired, I still look forward to Joshua Wilder,
Everybody does, bro.
except Usyk.
Listen, one thing about Usyk, I think he fights everybody, bro.
No,
Like, I
I'm saying
think-
he isn't looking forward to the Joshua Wilder fight.
Oh.
He wants one of them.
Well, he'll get one of them, bro.
Well, he's got one this weekend.
Yeah.
So if he
For
knocks
the
him
second
off,
time.
yeah, for the second time.
Joshua loses this fight.
Wow, and we don't
What
even
happened?
pick him.
What happened? No, I'm saying, I'm asking.
If
he loses this fight, what happens, bro? What's next for him?
nothing, obscurity.
You think so?
Yeah, even though he is a big draw, you've lost twice to the same guy,
And you already have 3 losses.
and you were considered at the top of the heap. You hadn't fought Tyson Fury, but England was still trying to consider you the number 2 guy.
Okay, yeah.
And now you've lost twice. You would have to get a big fight somewhere, whether it's Wilder, whether Fury comes back to give you that. That's all he could do at this point. He couldn't beat any of the lower level guys and build his rep back up.
I think you're right, bro. I will say this. There's always going to be a desire to see him fight Wilder. Always. Even if he lose this fight, bro. Now, what you may see is it may tend to be, you may see more Americans probably jump on Wilder's bandwagon because that's what we do. Especially if he comes back and knock Clinius out in October.
Yeah, he will.
But
He
two big brothers slugging it out. That's people gonna want to see that, bro. People want to see that.
My question is, does that fight happen here or does it happen in the UK?
I don't think it matters, and the reason why I say this is because the fight will unite. It'll divide us for a moment because we'll all pick a side. But I think for the culture globally, it's gonna do good, bro. Cause you got the guys in the UK, you got the guys from America, then you got all the cats from Nigeria and the motherland. It's just gonna be a big deal, bro.
I honestly believe that fight should happen in Nigeria.
Wherever, bro. I
that
think
would
it
be-
does good anywhere, bro. Nigeria, London, Vegas.
Oh, it does good, but I'm talking about the footprint.
Oh, for what it means, yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
That's gonna be.
Speaking of Wilder, bro. So he's getting ready for Helenius in October.
right?
Wilder has been spending a lot of time at the UFC training facility, bro. And not only is he spending a lot of time there, he's showing up to events. Anything
Yes.
or nothing.
And there's something there.
Okay.
There's something there because I think his skill level translates very well to the UFC just because it's athleticism and his power. And if Francis doesn't come back, all you have left in the heavyweights is John Jones.
I think we're being a little premature here.
Oh, yeah,
but-
we are.
but
We are.
You're right, bro. There is some conversation being had. There's got to be.
If he can
And
learn-
he just flicked up with Ngannou like last
Yeah,
week
there you
or
go.
a week or so. Yeah.
If he can learn some wrestling or at least some takedown defense and learn how to do them leg kicks, but he's going to have to build up his legs a little bit.
Well, no, maybe you just bring them into a boxing match. Wilder said something this week that I thought was pretty dope. He said, "I am a man that has everything. I don't need anything. I'm not fighting for the money."
Right.
So, hey, we'll see.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like him. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. Look, oh Lord, we'll be right back.
You listening to your favorite fighter's favorite show. You're inside the Beat Down on the Fighter Share Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Beatdown, sponsored by the Fighter Share Report.
On the Fizzer Network.
Hey, who we got you MMA wise this weekend? I know we got a couple fights.
You know what you're doing? You're
What I do?
neglecting me.
How am I neglecting?
So you know what? I need to summon the power.
Here we
Hey,
go. I knew it was going
shout out to all the cheek clappers out there, man. Cheek clapper is united. Man, y'all stand up, man. We ain't here this morning. We got our endorphins going. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but you obviously you were a little deficient this morning. I'm not.
defensive.
I was in that thing like Barry Bonds in 03. Oh yeah. They was trying to
steroided
walk
up.
me, but I wasn't having it this morning, bro.
Steroided up, but he was knocking about the
Hey,
park.
that's me. All right,
Like
look.
Brady Anderson in Baltimore, he was hitting
Hey,
the back
from
of the warehouse.
from the lead off spot.
lead off.
Okay, that's how I do it.
There was a cheek clap over here this morning. You missed it. Yeah, right
Don't tell
before
me
you left, she pulled up.
Don't tell me that.
It was, yeah.
Just because I like for us to be united. That's all.
And you'd like her too, because she covered in tattoos.
And sprinkle a little powdered sugar. That's all we need. That's all we need. So yeah, black on black
so
crime,
disgusting.
black on black violence.
Yes.
In the whitest of all places in Salt Lake City,
Utah!
Usman Edwards Part 2.
Listen, before we get into that fight, I started looking up his brother, Usman's brother, the heavyweight.
Oh,
That
Yeah.
brother's, he's got a whole tool shed. And
Yeah.
listen, we're talking about Wilder coming into the heavyweights. The younger Usman,
yeah.
man, look, he's a problem.
Man,
He's
listen,
a problem.
bruh is athletic. I told you I spent some time with him, and not so much with him and Kamaru. Kamaru came like a couple of days later, but spent a couple of days with Muhammad. Athletic is, bruh, and he is big. Believe it or not, he's just as big as person as he looks on TV. Like, he a big dude. He used to play ball. So you
Yeah,
already know
yeah.
how he built, he put together, you know. Athletic, bro. Athletic.
And he was a defensive lineman. I'm like, man.
And you can tell it's a lot of natural strength there too.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of them dudes that he gonna be strong regardless.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you get him in a program in a weight room with a regiment. Yeah.
I bet when them two tie up at home, it was ugly.
Because
they both wrestled in high school.
Yeah, but it's a big size difference. And if he just got the basics down, it's gonna be hard for little bro to do anything.
No. Lil bruh is the big brother.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry.
So I guarantee you he wasn't backing down.
Yeah.
There was no backup in
Yeah.
him. Because there's no backup in him now.
Yeah.
Now you know why he wasn't afraid of nobody at 170.
Facts.
He had to deal with a heavyweight.
Yeah. And little brothers go hard. I'm a little
Yeah.
brother, so I know.
Yeah, they go hard, but ask mine. Sometimes they still get tossed up.
Hey, big bros got a big bro. That's what y'all supposed to do. So I get it, man.
Yes.
I get it.
I still owe my little brother because I had pity on him and he took advantage of me the last time.
Well, good for you.
He locked up on me, and I knew if I had thrown him, he was gonna land in the street. He was gonna hurt himself. So instead of me dropping down, I just kind of backed up a little bit, and he was able to toss me.
Hey, man, shouts out to all the little brothers out there getting wins.
Whatever.
A win is
Whatever.
a win
That's
is
it.
a win.
That's it.
But yeah.
it.
So, Jose Aldo, right? We're going to
Yes.
work our way up the card
Okay.
against Murad. Great wrestler. I think he's a partner of Aljo.
Yes.
Yeah. But Aldo's the GOAT. I mean, he's fought everybody you can name.
Blase Squaze.
So what's happening? This is a feature fight. This is what you always want to talk about.
Right.
So
Who-
So are they trying to send Jose out the pasture? Is that what this is?
Yeah. It's the gatekeeper fight.
Ooh.
Yeah. But it's a name on your resume. And to me, I'm not saying Aldo can no longer fight, but Jose Aldo is no longer where Jose Aldo was.
Facts.
So I don't look at that. Like, if I look back at the record, I go, oh, he beat Jose Aldo. What year? That's what I look at.
Yeah, what version?
But if he loses, he has
Yeah.
everything to lose in this fight. Aldo has nothing to lose.
Yeah,
What weight are we at?
35?
Right. So if Aldo wins, it does throw him back in maybe talks for another title fight eventually.
no.
Eventually, if he keeps winning. But if he loses, he's still Jose Aldo. It doesn't hurt him. He still gets booked. He still gets paid.
I mean, yeah, the name, yeah, I hear you. But the way Peter Yan beat him up,
Yeah.
it's just you're right. It's even if he wins this fight, this is more for Marab than it is for Jose. If you kind of get my drift.
Yes.
All right, okay.
Yes.
All right. So in the co-main, who we got in the
on.
co-main? Luke Rockhold on a 3-year binge?
Yep.
3-year rest off, lay
Bender,
off,
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
he's got going
And
on.
he's in the co-main. Come on.
Paulo Costa. Yeah. That's the same thing I said. I was like,
Steroid
Well, listen.
Incorporated.
I don't know nothing about all that. I mean, it's definitely questionable because the dude is.
He's jacked.
But Paulo Costa is like 55% bark, 45% bite.
Well, we say that because of what Izzy did to him. But Izzy does that to almost everybody.
No, but Marvin Vittori put them beats on him too.
That's
I mean, it was
true.
a close fight.
That's true.
But he lost to Vittori.
Yeah, yeah.
So you didn't beat Izzy and you didn't beat Vittori. Granted, Izzy lapping all these dudes, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But Luke Rockhold had to take some time off. He said for his body healing, for him to get back
That's
in
a
a
long
mental,
time.
a good space mentally.
So they had nobody else to put in the co-main, so they grabbed these two? One off
Well-
the shelf and one out the lab? And
Well,
they-
no, well, yeah, but you, like you always say, the UCF creating that. I mean, the UFC creating that pipeline in Brazil. You got to keep you some Brazilian
Yeah.
men and women at the top. And Costa's solid. He could just be BB, and he can break mentally. And depending on how you fight him,
But
you
you
can
say
whip him.
he's solid. That's what
But
gets
what
me.
what I mean by that too is we've seen him beat up some people.
Some people, but not any names.
No, he beat Yoel Romero, didn't he?
No.
Are you sure?
If he did, think about what
I'm
happened
just-
to Yoel Romero.
I know, bro. I'm just saying. You said a name. There's
Okay,
one.
I'm sorry. On his way out.
And
But
the
yeah,
and the
you're right.
Vettori fight was close. He lost,
Yeah,
but it was close.
yeah.
But like you said, the marketing, the exposure in Brazil cost us solid.
Yeah.
Luke Rockhold, 3 years off. You something there. There's something there. I don't know about that. That's a little weird.
Yeah, it's a setup for Costa to win. And if he wins, it's a name on his resume. So Joe Rogan could say, and he beat Luke Rockhold.
I like Joe Rogan. Shouts out to Joe Rogan. The main event.
Yeah.
This is what you really want to talk
Come
about.
on, let's
'cause
go.
you
It took us
biased
too
and you-
long to get
you-
here.
Yeah, you gonna hype all us up and then say nothing.
Usman.
See?
Beat him. You want me to stop calling his name? Beat him. Shout out to Kobe Covington. Twice. Loser.
You so petty, bro. I like Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
I think Leon Edwards
we
is
go.
legitimately the second best guy in the division.
Yeah, there are a whole lot of second best guys.
No.
in the
No, I believe he beats everybody else,
But
just not Usman. Yeah.
Okay. Now here's the thing. A fight's gonna break out.
Yeah, yep.
Which Leon
Yeah.
is gonna be there in that fight?
He said this is a new fight. He said him nor Usman are the same guy they was when they fought 7 years ago.
What else he gonna say?
Right. That's what he's supposed to say.
Right.
But I'm with you, bro. It's gonna come a time where somebody gonna have to get broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've yet to even see Usman have a chink in his armor.
Well, you think about what he's dealt with physically.
Yeah,
what he's had to
man.
deal with mentally.
Yeah, man.
Emotionally.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
come on, man. If his past didn't break him, Leon Edwards won't.
Damn, Leon. Gots to be more
More
careful.
careful. Hey, just don't get that Spinks jink. Oh, my bad.
You gotta chill.
Wow.
Competitive fight. We don't pick winners and losers on this show.
We pick
Does
this
it
one.
go all five or does
I don't
is there
know.
a stoppage?
Here's the thing. I don't know. My heart is telling me no, it's not gonna go all five, but there's a strong possibility. Because Leon is not weak. Leon, like you said, is legitimately the second best fighter in that division.
Yeah. 10-fight win streak. The first time in the UFC history that you got a main event where both guys coming on a 10-fight win streak.
Come on.
That's saying a lot.
It's gonna be a good fight. It's going to be a good fight, and I keep using that term, fight. We'll be right back.
You listening to your favorite fighters' favorite show. You're inside the Beat Down on the Fighter Share Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Beatdown, sponsored by the Fighter Share Report.
On the Fizzer Network.
Hey, I
Yo,
like that
yo,
guy. That
yo.
boy good. Talking about that Fizzer
terrible.
Network.
Yeah, I like that. That's hype.
Listen, AEW showed up and showed out last night.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all caught it, but y'all got to stop sleeping on AEW. They showed up and they showed out. And they got so many things going at the same time. Like, let's see. You may remember this name from back in the day. Ricky the Dragon
Steamboat. How he's gonna
Oh,
say
yeah,
that?
yeah.
That's my dude, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ricky punching people on camera.
What?
Yes. Ricky hit somebody from the Jericho Appreciation Society
I like
after
that.
he stood up to Chris Jericho and Jericho left.
All you need to start doing is punching babies, and he had me locked in. I'm with that.
Come on now, run
Yeah.
for governor of this state. Listen, that was interesting to see Ricky. I mean, he looked old, but he looks like he's in shape.
Yeah, I was reading what somebody was like, yo, we think Ricky could get in the ring right now and perform. Do you feel that way?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Here's the thing, because he knows not how not to get hurt. And if he gets in there with somebody who has the same level of understanding, it will come across well. Now, I don't see him getting up on the top rope and diving off like he used to.
Like he used to do.
But he can give you some chops and some low kicks and some calf crushes and stuff like that. But I think it would go over well, and the fans would appreciate it.
I would appreciate you. It's all about the spandex for me, bro. Before you go any further, was there a Jade Cargill sighting? That's all I want to know.
No.
Okay. Well, and bro, and forgive me because that's
No.
now
but
you got to keep me interested.
I
You
would-
had me. I thought you was gonna build me up.
I would have definitely mentioned Jade first.
I'm gonna mention her anyway, but go ahead.
Right. Jade Cargill. Yeah. She's in a commercial now. I saw her in where she's standing on somebody. Yes. And the person's actually appreciative that she's standing on them.
And I understand.
Me too.
I understand.
I'd had to turn over though and look up. Listen. Urban
Somebody blowing
experience.
on.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
there
talking
we
about.
go.
It's my neighbor from down there.
It's the love for me.
It is.
It's the love for me.
Listen, it was interesting. There's a guy, oh man, I can't remember his name. It's not Max Caster. It's his partner who's you wouldn't look at him and notice it, but he's one of the newer openly gay wrestlers. And AEW has not pushed him to the back. They have not given him like a feminine gimmick. He's supposed to be the hard one of the group.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait
Yes.
a minute.
Yes, brother. Yes.
You know what? I was gonna ask. Fuck it. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Ask.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Okay. But yes, so it's interesting how they use him, and they have another one calls himself Sonny Kiss. He was the first one. He came out during the pandemic, but he comes out with his shirt tied in a knot, and I'm
You
like,
gotta
this is ridiculous.
chill,
He about $105 and about 6'1".
Come on, man.
So anyway, but I last night, because he and his partner Max Caster are now under the tutelage of Billy Gunn,
Okay.
whose two sons, Austin and Colt of the Gun Club, turned on him to align themselves with a black man who's a manager named Stokely Carmichael. If that's not a pimp name out of the 70s,
Shouts out to the real Stokely Carmichael.
Stokely Carmichael.
All right, go
I was
ahead.
like, this is killing
The
me.
more to know you, the more you grow, bro.
Right.
All right.
So they aligned with them. They jumped on their dad, but then Max Caster, and I can't remember his partner's name, they came out and saved Billy Gunn, and now he aligned with them. So
All right. Wait. So I'm gonna do it because
go ahead.
so he's 6 feet tall, 105 pounds. How much does the man really weigh?
Listen, that's not.
Yeah, it
that's
is.
not
Probably-
him. That's the other one. Not this isn't this guy I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
No, that's the guy who goes by the name of Sonny Kiss. Yeah, he's right. Exactly.
So, okay.
This guy is probably about
Let me ask you.
270, 260.
Sunny Kisses 270.
No.
Oh.
The guy I'm talking about, I can't remember his name.
So Sunny Kiss is the slender guy, right?
yes, but I mentioned him because he was the first one to come out in AEW.
Right.
Um,
Okay. And
Why are you
This-
popping your lips, bro?
cause I'm just trying to go somewhere with this, bro. So does Sunny
Who is
Kiss?
Max Caster's partner in
He's
AEW?
just so hood. Right on live, bro. That's how
Go
we do.
ahead.
Listen. Does Sunny Kiss eat any hot dogs at any point in time on the show?
Not on the show.
Okay,
But
cool.
I'm
All right,
sure before he
Nope.
comes out and when he goes,
Because when you told me they had his shirt twisted up, I was thinking, so what, he got a foot-long hot dog in his hand on the way to the ring and he munching on it?
Tony Khan, please don't do that.
You already opened the door now, why not?
Tony Khan, don't listen to him.
All right.
Don't listen to him.
Hey,
Don't.
All right.
Please.
he's sweating with a hot dog in his hand. I can see it right now.
You so wrong for that. You
I'm
wrong.
just saying. Shouts out to Sunny Kiss, though, for
I
whatever,
cannot
bro.
remember, and I couldn't Google. It didn't show me who Max Caster's partner is. So, let me pull the clock. Now you got me off that, man. Listen. All right, so we know we got a big pay-per-view coming up in AEW. We know who the match is going to be. The big match is going to be between Jon Moxley and CM Punk. They got into it last night, as always.
Okay.
Um,
They trying to build this up, by the way.
Right. But I think one of the big matches was Daniel Garcia versus Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson was an independent, sensation about 220 pounds, maybe 5'10", 6 foot.
Okay.
I don't think he's that tall. But then he went to WWE, and as a little guy in that organization, he held the championship like 2 or 3 times. And
Okay.
he became a fan favorite. He went by the name of Daniel Bryan in the WWE, but then he went back to his original name, his real name of Bryan Danielson, when he went to AEW. That match was incredible because it showed that Daniel Garcia could really wrestle and could fight. And he held his own toe-to-toe with one of the toughest guys in wrestling. And I give him a shout out. And then Chris Jericho came in to jump on Bryan Danielson after Danielson won, and Daniel Garcia stood up for Bryan Danielson. So I'm guessing Daniel Garcia will probably be the next inductee into the Blackpool Fight Club, which has Wheeler Yuta, John Moxley, and Bryan Danielson, and Steven Regal is the head of the Blackpool Fight Club, considering he's from Blackpool, England.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yes.
See, you had me at black. I was like, what?
There we go.
Hey, man, I'm learning this stuff.
Shout out to Jade Cargill.
Hey, all right. So I was going to save this. You know what? I'm going to save it for next
No,
segment.
go ahead.
Nah,
Don't
'cause
do
it
that.
really-
Because you'll forget. Go ahead.
I just, you know what? You're right. I probably will. Because Jade Cargill tweeted that she loved Outkast, bro.
Yeah.
And I was going to save this for the next segment because, it's the beatdown. We talk about
We'll still talk about
people getting beat down and beat down in music, the beats.
it. Yeah.
Outkast was going viral on social media yesterday because someone said, and y'all know how I feel about you Yankees, that not only was Wu-Tang better than Outkast, but so was A Tribe and EPMD and what was the other group? The other legendary group, the Locks. And I was
No.
Bro,
No.
the disrespect.
Now, what
is
I will-
so real.
What I will say, everybody but the Locks. Now, the Locks were good. The Locks seem to have gotten better. They just didn't get the push and the respect that they needed. You know what? I really want to deal with this.
Yeah.
I want to unpack this in the next segment right off the top.
And I was saying the same thing. I was unpackaging Jay and I saw this tweet and I was like, all right, well,
I'm sorry, Miss Cargill. Whoop.
that was terrible.
I don't care.
That was terrible.
But I would make a video. It would be on X videos.
You listening to your favorite fighter's favorite show. You're inside the Beatdown on the Fighter Share Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Beatdown, sponsored by the Fighter Share Report.
On the Fizzer Network.
It would be a true tutorial, I'm trying to tell you.
I'm glad you're saying that all on your own. No provocation from me.
You did. You brought
Yeah.
up Jade Cargill. Listen, I those comparisons are tough, and this is why they say a lot of times you can't bend generations.
Okay.
Because when you talk about EPMD, you talk about A Tribe Called Quest. You know, who was the other one?
The Locks.
The Wu-Tang.
Oh, Wu-Tang, yeah.
They came out of a different time period. And when you start looking at Outkast, they came up listening to that time period. So totally different. The bodies of work are totally different. Outkast defined a sound, just like EPMD, Tribe Called Quest, and definitely Wu-Tang. They defined a sound. You can go back and say there may have been artists before them that had this sound, but they were the ones that everybody associates it with.
Yeah, in true New Yorker fashion, I would expect them to spew some ignorance like that.
Oh, here
now,
we go.
now
Here we
we'll
go.
say this.
Here we go.
Growing up in the era that I grew up in, I had a big brother and an uncle. And these dudes literally would scratch records in the bedroom. They really thought they was DJ Jazzy and all these guys, right? When scratching was an art. When the DJ was bigger than the artist, right? Those early days of hip-hop. So I grew up listening to NPMD. I remember all that stuff. Granted, I was a very small child. What I will say is this. People don't know that Outkast hit the scene in 94.
Yeah, we do.
No, people forget because when you start talking about bending generations, you're specifically talking about EPMD because Wu-Tang hit the scene in what, 93, 94?
No. Wu-Tang
As a collective.
Wu-Tang hit the scene in the late 80s, bro.
When did 36 Chambers come out? That was not in the 80s. When did it Enter the Wu come out?
Was that their first one?
I'm talking about, yes, and their big commercial success. Those albums came out in the 90s, my brother. And if I'm not mistaken, 93 or 94. So people forget that Outkast started as teenagers in 94. And their first album, right?
Mm-hmm.
Southern Player listed Cadillac Music. How many mics did that get in the Source? Because they got 2 5 mic albums in the Source.
Yeah.
Something
You're
that
right.
none of those other groups did.
Wu-Tang dropped their debut album in 93 as a collective.
There we go. So they came out around the same time.
I keep thinking because I remember their mixtapes that have been floating around for like 4 or 5 years.
And what you also won't acknowledge is there was a massive skew in hip hop. There was no real Southern. Listen to me. Listen to me. There were no real.
I lived through the era. Go ahead.
New York in the Northeast was still running hip hop. The West Coast kind of had their own thing going, but there was no real representation of Southern hip hop.
By 93, yes, there was.
Except for Luke. Tell me where
Ghetto
hip hop,
Boys.
Southern, not commercial. Ghetto Boys was not commercial. They had a big hit, but it was not commercial, bro. And as a matter of fact, that song got better and better over time.
When you go back to hip hop at that point, in the early 90s, no hip hop was commercial except for Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Like I was saying, in 94, a group showed up out of Atlanta that changed not only the sound of hip hop, but pioneered Southern hip hop.
And they came in,
which
at
was
the same
Wild
time
and
as who?
Andre,
Goody Mob, and who else?
And they're all a family. And Outkast actually dropped first. And Andre got on the stage and said the South got something to say. He was speaking for the South as a whole.
Okay.
Wu-Tang was dope. Wu-Tang was Northeast heavy.
Of course.
And with the whole Kung Fu Shaolin thing, they incorporate a whole group of people that probably would have never listened to hip hop. A lot of Asians start.
Right.
And the Wu-Tang brand grew.
Yeah.
But you not going to go to any sports pub, any restaurant, or any radio station for that matter and hear any Wu-Tang songs playing. Not even their best songs.
But when you start talking 93 when they dropped, you had some. But I mean, New York really was the epicenter. It just was.
Not denying that. But when we talk about influence on hip hop as a whole,
who was the biggest
albums sold?
Not the first, but who was the biggest influence on Southern hip hop?
Crossover appeal, with able to keeping it real.
Who was the biggest?
Who's the biggest? What?
Influence on Southern hip hop, not determined by when they drop, but who, if you look back at the 90s, early 2000s, who was the biggest on Southern hip hop?
90s, early 2000s? It's hard to say. It was a lot of, because you got to remember, by the time you got the 98, 99 going to 2000, Cash Money was on the scene.
Master P
Lil
had
Jon,
hit.
the East Side Boys, Master P. It was, the South was coming alive.
Yeah, you had Trick Daddy who
Trick Daddy down here, yeah, way before Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was
he
a
put
lot.
him on.
Yeah, the South was really bubbling at the time. But again, when you go back to the mid to early 90s, the South wasn't getting no love. Outkast opened the door. Luke Skywalker changed music forever, and he never gets the credit he deserved. But when you're talking about greatest rap group of all time, it's Outkast, and it's not close.
No, it's not. It's not the greatest rap group of all time.
Who's better?
I mean, I understand your bias. and
No.
it's something for you to hold your hat on.
No, I just
get that.
The challenge I'm offering is tell me who did more.
When you start talking about the greatest rap group of all time, you cannot put Outkast there. When you talk about who did more for rap itself, who did more for rap than Run DMC?
Run
I'm
DMC.
listening. I'm listening.
They were pioneers, kind of like Bill Russell. But that don't make them necessarily the greatest ever.
Listen, they were the first rap group to really star in a movie. Them and the Fat Boys. But I'm talking about a movie that got acclaim. They sold out concerts around the world, bro, when hip-hop wasn't even being played on most major radio stations.
Run DMC was groundbreaking. I will give you that.
I'm saying who did the most for hip-hop as a group?
All right, I'll say this. When we talk about greatest, we can break them down by category. We can talk about cultural impact. We can talk about creativity. We can talk about album sales. All these things to determine how far you rank.
Okay.
Run DMC is one of the greatest hip-hop groups ever. But they were early. It's kind of like how we look at black athletes that played before the league was integrated. They were dope, but come on, they played with more people like them. How great would they have been?
Still?
Outkast changed music and their production, bro. Spodio the Dopalicious' Angel is one of the greatest rap songs ever, and they created it. It wasn't another faction of the group. Them boys made their own beat, and they made a lot of the beats for their massive hits. They didn't always lean on a producer, bro. The growth, the evolution, the creativity of their videos,
Who did Run
bro.
DMC lean on, bro, to produce their music?
Jam Master Jay.
Right, who was in the group.
What did he ever say?
He didn't have to say anything. It
My
was the
point.
era of the DJ.
I'm just saying. Outkast, 2 MCs, and they bro produced.
All right. Along with Sleepy Brown and the rest of the family.
When they leaned on them. But I just named you a few hits that they did themselves.
Okay.
I'm just
All right,
saying.
bro. All right. Well, Jay didn't have to produce Son of Byford, and that did pretty well as well.
Hey, man, this is what we love about this show, man. We can go combat sports and music. Y'all jump in the comments and tell me what y'all think.
I
But
can't
honestly,
believe we spent the whole off the cuff
That's the
segment
show.
not talking about Jade Cargill, but hip hop. What is going on here?
because Jay Cargill tweeted that she loved Outkast, and there was the connection, bro. That's how I know me and her kindred spirits, bro.
Yeah,
she know
whatever.
greatness when she here.
Jade, watch out. Don't drop
Listen, man,
nothing
I'm
around
shaking
here.
like some hot dice. Got a little powder sugar for you, Jade. Just a little warm water. Glucose is the building block of life, bro. Stop
That's
being so
disgusting.
perverse.
Stop,
I'm just saying
man.
it is. It's all true.
Put the donuts away. We'll be back.
You listening to your favorite fighters' favorite show. You're inside the Beat Down on the Fighter Share Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Beat Down, sponsored by the Fighter Share Report.
On the Fizzer Network.
I can't believe we spent that whole segment talking about hip hop.
Yeah, man. We got to get more people enthused about this show, especially about the music side. So we gonna try to every time we come, y'all give y'all some music because we educated like that.
We had
bro.
other stuff we really needed to talk about, but
Oh boy, here he
we
go
go. Here
acting
we
up
go.
on camera.
whatever,
All right, bro.
whatever. Hey, at least it's not raining. Shout out to God. Thank you.
Whoa.
That's right. I ain't scared to say it.
I thought the next thing you was gonna say was, "Won't he do it?"
Won't he do it?
Terrible.
You brought it up. Ah. So, listen.
Well, he need to.
What, bro? What?
He or
What,
whatever.
bro? What, bro?
Can we get some more favor? The least you can do.
Nah.
Now look,
don't
see
even go there.
that's how they do. That's how they do.
No,
Yeah.
no.
When you
When
want to
talk
get
about the
specific,
least you can do. Have
when
you
you-
lost your mind?
when you want to get specific,
Thank you, God, for everything.
when you want to ask him
Thank
what
you
you
for
really
everything.
need, be thankful for what you got. That's
But you
some
gotta
BS.
ask what you will in His name, and you're not doing that. You looking at materialistically.
You don't know what I was gonna say.
Whatever.
Listen, if I ask for anything other than
uh-oh.
more favor with him, it's wrong. So whatever. We ain't gonna talk about that guy.
What?
Yeah. So
Special.
hey,
I got
a
a
lot
joke for
going
you.
on.
I got a joke for
okay.
you. So this guy dies, and when he opens his eyes, he sees this guy is looking at him with horns on his head. He says, "Oh my God, is this heaven?" And the guy goes, "Nope, you didn't make it in. But hey, hell's not that bad." He said, "Do you like to drink?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, on Mondays, that's all we do. We drink whiskey, gin, rum, whatever liquor you want, we drink all day Monday." He said, "Okay." He said, "Do you like to smoke?" He says, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, on Tuesday, that's all we do. We smoke cigarettes, weed, whatever you want to smoke, we have." He says, "Okay." He says, "Do you like drugs?" He says, "Yeah." He said, "On Wednesday, all we do is drugs all day. Cocaine, heroin, meth, speed, whatever you want, we have on Wednesday." The guy says, "Oh." He says, "Do you like to eat horrible foods?" He says, "Yeah." He said, "Well, Thursday, that's all we do. We eat pizza, we eat ribs, we eat pork chops, whatever you want, you eat all day Thursday." He's like, "Oh." He says, "And since you're gay," he goes, "Wait a minute, I'm not gay. I'm straight as an arrow." He said, "Well, Friday's going to be a little uncomfortable for you."
Do your thing, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I know.
Shout out to the Queen Mother, my wife, my daughter, my neighbors. Fighters Share Nation, it's on you.
Hey, man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share all the foolishness we do. Find us so everywhere you consume your podcast, man. Shout out to the Hillsborough County Anti-Bullying Awards. We'll see y'all next week. Hey, tune in. We're going to be somewhere Saturday. We out here, Fighters Share Nation. Peace.